We're live. Hey, welcome everybody to the Integrative Healthcare Symposium in New York City. We are here learning about integrative and functional medicine, has some hot topics. I'm going to want to hear from our guest today about her thoughts on some interesting things that we're learning today at the conference. This is Yael Jaffe. So please introduce yourself. So first, who you are.
Hi, I am Dr. Yael Jaffe. I am the founder and chief science officer of expo Genetics. And I am always happy to be talking to Jeannie about like health and food and nutrition. But obviously, genetics is my thing, right?
That's your genetics is your jam.
Genetics is my jam. It's my shtick, as they say.
Yeah. So who do you serve mostly?
So we have an amazing community of practitioners. We have many thousands of them that we have been working with for a long time in terms of like how to use genetics in practice. Why is it meaningful? Why is it valuable? How do you translate it? How do you get it from like understanding the genetics to getting it on the plate, which is why we love working with living plate, right? How do we go from using genetics to gain insight about who an individual is, how they respond to the food around them, how they respond to their lifestyle, and then how does that translate into actually getting it onto the plate and making better choices?
So what does that look like? The test, the actual test. What does does a practitioner have to order the test for the patients, or how does that?
Yeah, so the practitioner orders for their patients. It gets sent, delivered, like drop ship off to the patient. Patient sends it back. Simple cheek swap, so easy, like 2 seconds, right?
Awesome.
So easy, like just cheek swap, no blood, nothing invasive. And then like 3 weeks later, you get a report, and the report is what we call based on polygenic risk score. So it's based on how do we group genes together to be able to see what is the impact on your body and where is it having the greatest impact. So where do we start? Like where, if we're going to really focus on what is the most important thing or where we're going to have the greatest impact, genetics are amazing for being able to identify that. So you're going to see like on cellular pathways, inflammation detox, you're going to learn about like systems like hormones, histamine, glucose, and then you're going to learn about energy, like how do we consume calories, how do we burn up calories, how do we store calories,
Because everybody's different.
Everyone's different. So how we gain weight, how we lose weight, how we driven to eat is going to be determined by genetics. So everything is different. Like know who you are, and genetics is like best place to start.
So aside from genetics, what excites you the most in the field right now?
That was tricky. Like aside from genetics, oh my god! Like is it
trick question?
Else? Yeah. What excites me? I think the thing that excites me, aside from broccoli, is
I have some. I have some. Hold on. Yeah, I do.
Broccoli excites me. Broccoli always excites me. Like glucoraphanin, sulforaphane. Like this is the rock star vegetables, right? The thing that excites me, I think, is about the change I'm seeing in how individuals are taking responsibility for their own health, wanting the data about themselves, and wanting to be able to make autonomous, like educated decisions about what is the best health journey for them. I'm super excited about that.
It's just a lot easier to take action now, isn't it? I mean, you're getting a lot of data, and you're given a paved road to health with tests like yours, so people know where they are, and but you also create these pathways that tell them where they're going. Like
no, it's like exactly that. So it's like what we're doing is I always say like we're giving insights to drive action. So like know who you are because you're different, right?
Yeah.
Know who you are, know your story. That'll give you insight into your journey up until now, but it also gives you insight into where you should be going and what is personalized to you, what's going to work for you, and then be able to start crafting like a different story, a different nutrition lifestyle story for yourself that is really speaks to you. So it's like if you don't know your genetics, you're like missing that understanding, that deep and
it's a huge opportunity that you're missing,
and it's an investment in yourself. Like it's a once off test. You do it once,
right? Your genetics aren't going to change, right?
Don't change, right? So you know who you are for the rest of your life, and you can make these better decisions around what you should be eating, kind of exercise, how you should be managing stress. Right. It's like it's an investment, whatever that price is, like $299. Right, it's a once off for life, and that data doesn't go away.
Yeah. So amazing. So who has access to your test? Which types of so which types of practice do you market direct to consumer?
We do. You can. So consumers can buy the test online.
Okay.
But we have this beautiful practitioner locator
Yes.
where they can put in. So we've been training practitioners for a very, very long time. And you can go and find the best practitioner and you can actually search them by where they live, but also their level of expertise, their level of education, and say, like, this is my data, but actually I want to work with this kind of, and we're multidisciplinary. So whether it's a chiropractor, naturopath, dietitian, MD, like psychiatrist, like you will find your person that is going to help you move forward, who's been trained in genetics and knows how to use the information to be able to help you along on your journey. But you can get it directly from our website, or you can work with a practitioner that's already in our network who's kind of been working with us. And
it adds huge value to the practitioner's practice, right? It's just another way to offer personalized nutrition.
Exactly. I'm saying, like, you don't know what you don't know. So no matter how great you are as a practitioner, there's going to be stuff about your patients that you just don't know. And it's like, it's those gems that you want to find that you really help make better decisions going forward. I said, like, cut down the trial and error. Like, let's not try this, try that. That isn't working. Come back to. So genetics, like, gets us to the front of the queue. Like, we're going to cut through all the noise and we're going to make the best decisions right up front.
Excellent. So let our guests know where they can find you.
All right. So we're 3x4 Genetics, and it's 3x4genetics.com, and you'll be able to see all the information about the test there. You can reach out to us if you're a practitioner, you want to join our community. We have a 3x4 community, which is online.
Amazing.
Which is absolutely
very supportive.
All the education, mentorship, events, like everything that you could possibly imagine that you might need to learn about genetics, you are going to find on that platform. So 3x4 Genetics, reach out to us.
Amazing. Thank you, Dr. Yael Jaffe.
Awesome.
Wonderful.